I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Do I have some?
Okay,
Yeah, I do.
let's see. Do I have some?
Okay.
Yeah, I
All right, I'm here. I hope you're here. Thank you for coming back. I'm so sorry about that. But I have sound now, and it's something to do with my. Hey, Celtic Gardener, how are you? This is take two. I had a good song going on, 53 hours. I wasn't shucking and jiving, but I was pretty happy. Coffee outdoors. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And thank you for letting me know. I have to wash these vegetables because I got 53 hours left to go. I'm telling you, 53 hours left to go to 4K. To 4K. So share out the lives, folks. Share it out. Share it out. And I'll share it out on my community tab after I'm done with this. You know, people are probably going over to the other lives. So, Vicki, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. 53 hours. That's all I got. 53 hours to 4K. I'm saying 4K. I'm not really, I didn't really, this summer I was really worried about that. And then this fall, I was more concerned about how do I even YouTube and work. So share it out, share it out, share it out, share it out, share it out. Let's get some folks up in here so that I can beat those 53 hours in the ow, 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 53 hours. That's all I got. All right, ACV. As you know, as I do every single time, I spray my vegetables and my fruit down with ACV and let it rest for 3 to 5 minutes. I just looked this up to make sure I was telling the truth. Hi, the Boss Life Online, 53 hours. I was just looking this up online again so that I wasn't telling untruth. And it is true. There have been several studies done that show that apple cider vinegar, raw, alive apple cider vinegar like mine, because I make my own, does kill all sorts of bad guys, and it does kill E. coli, which, with our food supply, you never know what you're going to get. Also, I've got Finley River Kennels. Hello, 53 hours. Anybody that comes in is going to get the 53 hours. And if you do come in, please stay at least 20 minutes. I rarely ask that, but I just want to bang out these last 53 hours while I make my favorite turkey meatloaf. And I make it, I got a new pie tin or a muffin tin. A while ago, I got rid of my muffin tin. You're getting closer. Yes, 53 hours. I got rid of my muffin tin because I was gluten-free. And I thought, I'm trying to get you guys out of that light. There's light. My kitchen's terrible. We'll just have to deal with it. Never going to be able to make muffins again. I'm never going to be able to have cupcakes again. Well, now we know that's untrue. I love meatloaf. So do I. So do I. I've been making my mother's favorite dishes lately. What did I make last week? Oh, I made that shepherd's pie. Oh my gosh. You guys saw how pretty that shepherd's pie was. And if you didn't, right. Yes, 53 hours, 53 hours. If you didn't see how beautiful that shepherd's pie was, you got to go back and, I'd say watch the whole video, but at least go to that place where it comes out of the oven and I show you. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've talked enough. Let's go ahead and rinse these off. That's been about 3 minutes. That's good enough. So yes, ACV, apple cider vinegar, kills bad bacteria. And that's what we want to do. And you guys, if you who else is here? There's 9 people in here. That's great. I know I forgot to do some. Oh, by the way, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm all over the place. But wouldn't you be excited about having one of these? you can get this in my Teespring storefront. Teespring storefront. So you guys, I need to do one thing before I continue, and that is to make sure that I fix the thumbs up, thumbs down. It's just a way for me to stay focused, and then I don't have to worry about anything. So, and then I'm going to share it out because this is a second live. I do not want iBooks. What is that? Angela Critters. Okay, come on, let me edit this. Why am I not able to edit? Okay, here we go. I just want to make sure that this is turned off and I'm the only one that can see it. I do that because last year I got so distracted when somebody came in with a bot and did like, "Hi, link seekers, good to see you, 53 hours, 53 hours." Somebody had a bot come in and did like 60 thumbs down and I couldn't even focus. So I just, Iron Dog 63, if you don't know who he is, he does a Sunday, or he does a morning live every day. And he taught me how to do that. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just gonna share myself out one more time and then we'll get going. Okay, I'm confused. Link Seekers, live, love, and learn. Nightbot's here to tell you what I think about all that. Levin watching, that is so great. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up, y'all. Okay, I just created a community post. Come on in. Come on in. The kitchen is open. Take 2. 53 hours to 4K. I can't believe it. 53 hours. That's all. Okay. And let me do one more. Try this one on for size, I'll say. Try this one on for size. Come on in. Kitchen. Thank you guys for being patient. There we go. All right, and one last thing, just push the Twitter button. Who else? Intentional Mom, hello. Well, yes, Mama Ray Ray, hello. I hope it's the congrats. I'm waiting for those hours to do their thing. And then, you know, I'm not one of those people that will get all changed up about it. You know what I'm saying? I just have to put this away. Do you like my apron? All right, I think it's time to do some cooking. Yes, how do you think? What do you think? I love it. And what do you think about where to go? Yes, hello, you too can have one of these. I will put the link in the description down below afterwards and in all of my videos from here on out. I have this and a number of other items that you can purchase. Oh, does the apron come in black? It does not, and that's a little bit different. So my Teespring store does not sell the apron. I had to go to church, something like that. And then if somebody wants an apron, then we have to do an arrangement where through PayPal, and then I send it to you. Otherwise, you'll end up paying like $30, $40. Oh, there goes the reception again. You guys, it's that time. It might get a little fuzzy. I'll try not to move too much. Yes, TK Tanae, and you know, the reception isn't always good, so please bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. If you want one of these, hit me up on Facebook. I think I'm just Karen Paulman, or I may be Kicking It with Karen. I don't know who I am. I know that on Instagram I'm Kicking It with Karen. So let's believe that. So if you want to hit me up on Instagram, let me know if you want one. We'll figure out how to do it. I don't necessarily. I think I just broke my favorite wine glass. I don't necessarily know how to do that yet, so that's something we'll have to talk about. The swag, 53 hours. Mama Ray, TK, how are you today? It always happens on Sunday, your reception. Yes, it's always bad. What my husband and I did was that we turned off all of our other devices, and then we're going to get a booster for right where that mask is. We're going to put a booster right here because this is where I'm going to be live streaming from when I'm cooking. So, and then at some point I'm going to get better lighting. Okay, going to cut some stuff if I have a knife. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's quite hot. It just came out of the dishwasher. So I'll try to keep up with the chat as I chop. I don't want that, and I don't want that. And I need a garbage bowl. Really quick, I need a garbage bowl. One of the smartest things Rachel Ray ever taught me was to use a garbage bowl. That's about it, though. Beyond that, her recipes were good, but... Okay, so I'm going to make a mirepoix, or is it... I don't know if that's what it is. And we're going to chop it. We're going to chop the celery, onions, and carrot. We're going to saute it lightly so it becomes soft. Then we're going to mix that in with our turkey, which I ground just before I started this live stream. So I'll show that to you right now. So this is fresh ground, and I did it. I got the thighs yesterday, the turkey thighs yesterday. I cut them off the bone, and then I ground it. So that was quite easy. I try to always grind my own meat. Ugh. I try to always grind my own meat because I know what parts are going into it, and I prefer that over getting a pound of ground meat because I don't know where it's been or really what I'm getting. I just don't trust the food industry anymore. Let's continue chopping. I just don't. I'm loath to say that sometimes I still buy conventional meats, like conventional chickens, and I'm sad about that because I know how badly those chickens are treated, and yeah, it makes a difference to me. You can actually taste, if you have a discerning palate, you can actually taste the difference between a chicken that has had a good life and a chicken that has been a factory chicken, because the factory chicken seems a little more oily and bitter, whereas the happy chicken, as I call it, the happy chicken is, well, the meat is sweeter, the meat is less oily, and it is more tender. The turkey that I'm using does not come from a factory farm. The turkey I'm using comes from someplace called Ferndale Farms, and they have very happy turkeys. So, Mama Ray, okay, I'll be back later. LOL. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope my banter or my chatter isn't boring you. But once I get this all chopped up, I can participate more in the chat. So 2 carrots cut. You guys, I always do this where I cut down the middle on 2 sides so that it's cut into 4. And then I just chop. It makes it easier to get uniform pieces, except for, of course, this is not uniform. Hardneck Farms, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I am at 53 hours before I'm done with my 4K for the year. And that is always lovely. Okay. This is almost as big as my head. Well, no, my head's pretty big. What I step on. And there's my apron again. Hardneck, howdy, Karen. I am new here to your chat and channel. Hey, that's good to know because I have another computer and I can find you. And there you are. Let me read your about really quick. Hardneck Farms, new vlog 3. Okay. If you have an about and you come back, I'll read it to everybody that's in here. So I'm going to go ahead. I love it when new people come in. I'm subscribed to you. I'm subscribed to you already. And I'm going to watch this decorating mummy cake, cupcakes. That'll be fun. So I'm going to put that in my watch later. Save. Watch later. And then we'll get that watched. So yeah, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I think where did I find you? Hey Shawana, good to see you. Hardneck Farms, where did I find you? Hardneck, wait, is it Hardneck? Yes, Hardneck, don't worry about it, you'll get better. But we gotta cut this now. All right, so get rid of the garbage bowl, move this over. I'm new to this too. I've only been at it a year and you can tell. Okay. I do not need this whole thing. This is a beautiful Vidalia onion. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It doesn't make your eyes water. That's what I love about Vidalia. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. They aren't hard to, they don't hurt. Or let's hope not. I hope you like my apron. Oh my God, there's 18 people in here. Let's get some thumbs up, folks. That is so great. And you know what? 53 hours to 4K. I'm okay with that. So I was saying earlier that this summer I was really concerned about it. I was going live every day. Well, actually starting in May. I was really concerned about it. And then in June, I got the fright of my life with, I'd never experienced trolls. I didn't know what they were about. I didn't know why they would come after me. But I've learned that trolls just come after you because they do. That's what they do. And it's really no reflection on you as a person. It's what they do, right? So let's go on and we're going to go ahead and start sauteing these. I want to get this good and hot. Daniel L. Oh, hey, Daniel. Yeah, and look. Oh, you guys, Daniel Lee or Daniel, who is in here. Daniel, what do you think? Ms. Kanky Curly, what do you think? So Daniel's one of my students, so please say hello. Well, he was one of my students. He is not a freshman, so he's no longer one of my students. So say hello to Daniel. Daniel, I'm making mini meatloafs, mini turkey meatloafs, and I'm gonna start. Bee Lady, I plan on getting that cup in yellow. I don't know if they come in yellow. I can go back and see if I can make one that comes in yellow. So Bee Lady, I set up my store really fast on one of those days I was having, I was doing a mental health day. And so that's bacon fat I used, you guys. And so I can always go in and redesign something. So if you want it in yellow, I will make one available in yellow. I can do that tonight, actually. And then it takes about 2 weeks to get your product because they make it on demand. So let's get this. I keep saying so. I find myself in my videos having to cut out so because I sound like I'm just filling air. Hello, I'm on the live stream. Oh, hey, okay. All right. Let's see if we can get some sizzle out of this. I don't know if we will. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get this going. Oh, it smells so good. Can you smell it? So we're going to get some color on this. Oh, I need to tell you too, I'm using a product that instead of an egg, I can't get duck eggs for some reason right now, but I'm using a product called Just Egg. And Troy and I are really, really enjoying this. It fries up just like egg. It is made with beans, mung bean protein, well, mostly mung bean, and then it has turmeric and a bunch of, it has tapioca syrup, it has sugar, but it really, it's the closest to egg I've ever tasted, but it does have a little bit of a bean taste to it. So we're going to use a 1/3 cup of this instead of 2 eggs. And if you ever get an opportunity to try it, you want to try to go. It's a great vegan product. It's good for me, not because I'm vegan. Obviously, I just use bacon fat, but because I can't use chicken eggs because I'm allergic. I mean, like allergic to chicken eggs. So here you go. This stuff is good. All right, let's see where we are on this. Oh, yeah. Nice color. That's going to be good. Okay, we're going to let that go. I just turned it off. There we go. Okay. We're going to let that go for a while, and we will work on measuring out the oatmeal and stuff. So I'm going to use, for a cup and a half, or for a pound and a half of turkey thigh, I'm going to use a cup and a half of gluten-free oats. So my gluten sensitivity isn't bad enough to really tell the difference between gluten-free oats and oats that have been made in a factory where wheat products have been manufactured. But since I do have gluten-free oats, since they have them, I'm gonna use them, because there are times when suddenly I'll have a gluten allergy and I don't know what it's from, but it hasn't seemed to have been from any of the other oats. Pardon the reception. We will be getting a booster soon so that my live streams are good and not so fuzzy. Let me see. Do I have a cup measure? Did I wash it? It's okay. These are things I should prepare before I go live, right? Okay. Yes, I just spilled it everywhere. So a cup, and we want a half. So a cup and a half for when you're using oatmeal, and when you're using oatmeal instead of breadcrumbs, you want to go about the same. I don't know what that ratio is, but I know that for a pound and a half, I use a cup and a half. That may even be a little excessive, but it swells up really nice. Okay. So I don't want to mix in the oatmeal until I mix in the egg and so I want to do everything else first. Wild Edibles, hello, good to see you. Tiny Eggs, Shawana, hi. Oh, is Ben Weather here? Hi, Ben Weather. No, you don't prepare ahead so you can be online longer. You know what? I would have been online a lot longer had I been grinding this, but so many people, you've seen me grind meat so many times. I mean, how often do you want to see chunks of meat turned into minced something? But I will tell you that it's time. So, Hardneck, one thing you'll notice about me in my live streams, I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to my makeup, but I still wear it because I have it. But it seems like every time I live stream, my nose runs. So, pardon me. I just let people know because it is what it is, right? I can't change that. Who cares? 53 hours. It's 53 hours. Hey, you guys, here's another thing. Have all of you heard of Team Build with Geo? I'm advertising this because we're trying to grow her channel, and it's really a helpful tool to get your watch hours, and then once you're monetized, to get people to watch those ads. So, Team Build with Geo is every Monday at, I think it is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're Central like I am, where's my spoon? Oh, there it is. If you're Central like I am, it's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays. And then, on Mondays. And then on Saturdays, it's at 1 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there are a couple things that you need to know to participate. First of all, let me tell you the premise. So you go into Team Build with Geo on either of these days or both, and you need to come prepared with a 20-hour playlist. That 20-hour playlist will be played by people in the chat, up to 5 people. So you grab 5 people to play your 20-hour, and they grab you, and they'll play your 20-hour, and those 5 people combined. That's 100 hours a week. 100 hours a week. But you have to be prepared with a 20-hour playlist with the name 20 in it. So my 20-hour playlist is called 20-hour playlist. And there can't be any private videos or anybody else's videos. They all have to be yours. And it needs to add up to no more than 20 hours. But you go to Team Build, there's 35, 40, 50 people in the chat, and you make sure, like, if this is your first time, easy. You just ask 5 people, would you like to be a playlist buddy? You might have to ask 12 like I did, but because apparently anyway. But those rules again, you must have a 20-hour playlist. You must make sure that there is no private videos and nobody else's videos in your 20-hour. It can be up to 20 hours. It can be 1 hour if that's what you have is 1 hour. But you want, if you can get a 20-hour playlist of your work, you're good to go. So it's Team Build. So Team Build with Geo. p.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday. I'm telling you, this has really got me over the hardest part of my journey. So when I was at 2,000 hours, Geo's like, oh, you're fine. You'll get there. Then I started Team Build with Geo back. I think I was at 2,500 hours when I started Team Build with Geo. And I'm 53 hours away. That started when, Boss Life, when did we start Team Build with Geo? When did you start Team Build with Geo? Boss Life Online, for those of you who don't know, is Team Build with Geo. Yeah, Hardneck, you can do that for me too. What do you think about that? Get monetized soon. I'm working on it. August 19th. So August 2019 we started, and I went from 2,500 hours to 53 hours away. 53 hours away. Hardneck, those hearts are going to disappear by Nightbot. Don't do so many in a row. Just do one. I know what you mean. See, Nightbot. And next time Nightbot will time me out. I have to go back in and fix that. That's my fault. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good with the yes, the Mirepoix is just fine. So we're good there. And I want to measure out a 1/3 cup of egg. Hardneck, you're not going to be able to participate for 300 seconds. I think that equals 5 minutes. Just because my bot, that is my moderator, Nightbot, I haven't been able to fix the symbol thing where anybody can use as many symbols as they want. Actually, I keep forgetting because it's like the least of my worries until something like this happens. So you're gonna end up listening for 5 minutes, and I hope that's okay. So once again, this is just egg. It's a plant-based egg substitute, and it tastes just like egg with a little bean flavor to it. Folks, check out that link of Boss Lives. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, that's the Team Build with Geo. Please check it out. Watch the videos about how to participate, and 1/3 cup. You will not regret it at all. You will not regret it. Okay. So I want a 1/3 cup of just egg. Same color. It looks like scrambled eggs, and it's going to act just like eggs in this. So a 1/3 cup. I'm going to add my vegetables in there. Why do I think I'm going to grab a hot pan? Lord have mercy on my soul. Please, please, Jesus. Okay, I should probably let those cool anyway, but all right. So I just grabbed a hot pan. And now I've got the big, I've got asbestos hands. So it really doesn't, I just feel a burn. I don't necessarily know that, I feel heat. I don't necessarily know that it's burning. Because I'm the kid who reached in the oven to pull out the cookie and ate it and burned my hands and my mouth. So I'm going to bring this over here. Get that on the sides. Get that in there. Just pouring it in, and then oatmeal. Yeah, okay. Then we're going to mix. I'll add some seasonings too. I just want to get this all mixed together, and then. So some people think oatmeal is weird, but it really isn't. My mom used to make it with oatmeal all the time because she used bread to make sandwiches. She didn't have bread crumbs left over, but she always had a big box of oatmeal. This is going to be really good. So I'm going to add a few spices in here, ones that I like. Of course, I'm going to take these off really quick. Of course, I'm going to add everything seasoning, about a tablespoon. Everything seasoning, if you don't know what that is, it is 1 tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of, sorry, my nose is running, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. I'm going to add some A1 and some Worcestershire. And I think that's about as much as I want. Put this back in the fridge and get out the Worcestershire. Pour in a couple splashes of Worcestershire. Okay. And I think I need sorry, I'm not prepared. I need red pepper flakes. Where did Troy put my red pepper flakes? They're there. I like red pepper flakes. I put them in everything. That was about a tablespoon. Now we mix again. Your little LOL doesn't help to use a wash dish restaurant. That would be pushing it, Angel. And so it starts. Sigh, why do babies like to suck on plugged, oh no, plugged in iPhone. Made a second ferment of kombucha today and used the last cabbage to make some sauerkraut. Oh, I did all sorts of stuff today, John. I made 2 gallons of beet kvass. I started my water kefir. So I'll show you. John, you just brought some really good stuff to me. So great. So these are water kefir grains, and they're rehydrating. They'll be rehydrating in sugar water for 3 days. And then from there, from there, I can make my own kavita or water kefir. So my first one is going to be, I used to make it, this was actually, after sauerkraut, water kefir was my second ferment that I had ever done. So I'm not going to make a pomegranate one. I'm going to make the one that I love. I'm going to go out and buy some mint extract, and I'm going to do a lemon or a mojito one, a lime and mint kefir water. I'm super excited about that. I'm leaving, but I'm going to continue to run the stream. Thank you so much, because we are 53 hours. So, John, that's what I'm excited about. I also, here's one of the 2 beet kvasses I started today. So this is good. This is just a, this has a little bit of apple in it, but it's mostly ginger beet. And then this one is heavy on the apple. This is a apple ginger beet kvass. So this is really, it's got 4 apples in here and 3 huge beets, like beets the size of my head. And then I won't show you the other ferment I did because, gosh, I look so yellow in here. Does that help? Anyway, I won't show you the other one because that's gonna. I did another beet ferment that you'll be able to see on Tuesday. I'm kind of excited about it. Guys, Karen needs 53 hours. Stay a while to help her knock out those monetization doors. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Okay, you guys. I have my cupcake liner in there. We are going to roll out some mini meatloafs. I'm going to let you see that in a second. We're going to roll some out. I'm going to need to get another pair of gloves. Oh, I had some here. Oh, I have some here. I can still use these. Okay. I thought I had thrown these away, but I didn't. Okay. So I have 1.5 pounds plus 1.5 cups. This is, let's see. I don't know how big I want it. That's pretty big, isn't it? I don't know if I can get 6 that size. Let's see. Oh, that smells so good. So they will actually swell up and look like little round meatloaves, but they're going to look like big meatballs at first. Okay. I'm not putting them in there yet because I want to make sure I size them correctly. And I really overdid. So this one's probably near the right size. Welcome, everyone. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, John. You're right. Okay, that's too big. My geometry is not very good today, meaning I'm having trouble with shapes here, deciding what I need. I'm also throwing it all over the kitchen. Hey, there's 20 in the house. I've missed coming in here. Hey, Gil Skills, I am 50. Do you believe it? 53 hours away from monetization. No, I shouldn't say it that way. From 4K. Okay, is that 6? Good. Okay. So now we have to resize. So Gil, I am making, oh my God, 22 people. Oh my God. Okay, I am making mini turkey meatloaves. I am having problems sizing them equally because I just am 22 thumbs up and 22 people. What does that mean? That means y'all are, y'all, did I say that? You all are awesome. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're gonna drop them in there and then I'll shape them a little bit. Well, this is gonna be so cute. So that because of the oatmeal, you guys, they will swell up a little bit. And they'll get nice and brown. I'm going to put ketchup on the top. And once again, this is my own ground turkey. So I bought turkey from a really good farm at the co-op. And then I ground the meat myself. So I don't know if you know, but when you grind turkey, you want to grind it with the skin on because the skin acts as the fat. There we go. All right. That looks good. 24 people. Who are all these people? Who is coming to see me on a Sunday? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh my God, that's lovely. So I have one more thing going on that I'm proud of. So a couple weeks back, I made some fermented ketchup, and you would not believe how the flavor has developed. At first, it was way too sweet, and now the ferment has eaten most of the sugar, and that honey has left behind sugar. The sugar I used was honey. The honey left behind like this umami depth of flavor. I have this because, like I said, you know me. Okay. So 22, Gil Skills, howdy, Shawana. Oh, Tori, love food. Hello. H7. Oh, I don't know how to say that. Aroma Delight, Beauty Care. Oh, hello. Grandpa's Adventures. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Most of you know Gil Skills. Most of you know all the people in here. But you all know Grandpa's Adventures. Because if you don't, you should, and you should get to know his dog, Luna. Luna has her own channel as well. Okay. Oh. So, ferments don't like that. Ferments are going to have to deal with it. I'm going to stir it up with metal, though you should never, if possible, don't use metal in your ferments because it does something to the pH balance. But I think this is going to be okay. Okay. I just want to taste it to tell you about it. is so good. You guys, this is almost cry-worthy. I mean, I don't eat a lot of... This is so good. I'm telling you that honey did something different to it. Tons of channels. Channel, I spread the word. We will be shipping foods out. Oh no! Oh no! No. Okay. Kicking it with Karen. All right. So what I do with you've seen meatloaf before. What I do is I put a little cross on top if I can get it shaped like a cross. This is kind of thick, so I may not be able to do that, but dang, that's good. I need some French fries. All right. I'm going to use a chopstick to do this part. So I'm just going to make a well. I think I'm only going to go one. Well, it might look stupid if I just go one way. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of celery coming out. Spread that out. This is basically for decoration, a little bit for flavor, but mostly for decoration because, okay. My mom used to do this. And I wasn't sure if she was making a cross like a hot cross bun or if she was making a cross, you know, for religious reasons. My mom wasn't terribly religious. Okay, now the job will be taking this super thick ketchup and not messing up the cross. Let's see if okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because it's super thick. Maybe I will. See, I don't do cupcakes and things like that for a reason. I accidentally put some back in. That's not good. But this will add some really nice top flavor as well as turn it a beautiful color. I need to do something. I keep dipping I'm going to take the top layer off because I keep dipping a spoon that has touched raw meat back into the jar. So that's the top layer. So I feel safe now. That's not a smart thing, you guys. And when you're touching raw meat, make sure you don't do what I just did, which is I put the spoon that touched raw meat back in the jar. So I had to scoop out that whole top layer, and I'm probably going to end up wasting some. This is tedious and not pretty. It's fine. Concentrating, trying to make this pretty. Let's see if I can. Pretty enough? Yeah, does it work? Does the chat approve? Guess what the kid forgot to do? The kid being me. Forgot to preheat the oven. But that's okay, because we can still work on the potatoes. And my husband gave me a clear signal that there are things in the oven. We have this flag that we use. Last week, he didn't tell me that. And so I had to lift out hot, very hot cast iron pans. All right. Preheat to 375. My oven heats up pretty fast, so that'll be okay. But we do have things we can do. So I'm going to use mini potatoes. Did I just get ketchup there? I'm going to use mini potatoes. I'm going to steam them because then the nutrition stays in them. And then I will not fry, but saute them on one side so that the why don't I just do it instead of talking about it? Eric Brown, cook what you got. Cook what you got. Y'all don't know Eric Brown. Please go find him. He is funny. He is funny. Cook what you got. You ain't got it. You can't cook it. Oh, Eric, I'm off the S list. I know last time I saw you, you were like, no, you gotta take a break from YouTube. No, what I did is Miss B Lady kicked my butt one night and had me, well, I came on saying, okay, I gotta grade these things. She came in and she's like, do it. You got this. Move on. So I got all those papers graded. And then I celebrated all last weekend. So I'm off the S list. If you were worried about me, Eric, I don't know if you were. I don't know if it matters to you, but you were. I heard concern in your voice when I was concerned. All right, potatoes. They're in the other room. Get down. No one can stop her when she's in her kitchen. That's right. Okay. Once again, conventional potatoes. Sometimes, you guys, I find it better for me not to buy organic. It sounds crazy, but like when I buy organic garlic, I need to make sure that I only buy one head, because if I don't, that garlic is going to mold within 2 weeks. So sometimes I do go ahead and buy conventional. Potatoes is one of those things, because I find that potatoes often go bad on me too. I try to keep them in cool storage, and if they're organic, it doesn't matter. So there are some things I insist need to be organic. Some things I'm just like, okay, I got to make a choice between wasting food and just trying to get some things out of here. We're going to go ahead and put this in the other room. I've been in my kitchen. I've literally been in my kitchen since 1 o'clock. I have been in my kitchen nonstop since 1 o'clock. So I want to rinse these. I want to do what I do. You know what that is. I want some scissors too. Let me find some scissors, folks. Okay. I got some scissors. Oh. Sometimes, if I just use my left eye, I wouldn't make things so hard on myself. So what are we doing? We're going to wash some potatoes, and then I'm going to steam them. So I need my potato colander. And I don't need this whole bag, but I will use, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough for Troy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll do 14. And then we'll just rinse these. Rinse and spray. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Goes really well with this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm all about myself today. Okay, let's get these. So with conventional, I definitely have to spray these down. So I spray, for those of you who haven't been in my live stream, I spray all of my fruits and vegetables with apple cider vinegar because it kills bad bugs like E. coli. Then I just let them sit for a little bit. 3 to 5 minutes is usually enough. And then I will get to work on them. So let's talk a little bit. So nice merch. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I have a whole Teespring store that you can visit. Unfortunately, I didn't put it in the description. I don't have a description. The Bee Lady, love it. Yeah. Yeah, she put a great deal of thought into her merch. I actually, so this, notice the difference between the two, right? Okay, so this is on the outside and this is on the inside. Well, after I had this designed, or after I designed this, I realized I could go to my, the place where or the online site where I do my thumbnails, and I could build it into there, because this is a JPEG, and so I put I bring up the JPEG in the online editor, and then I can put the letters in there. But I had already done this. But what I love about it is this: live, love, and learn. So I'm still designing stuff. It's made on demand, so it's not like I pay it in advance. I've spent more than I've made. I've made $17. But anybody who would like to go there, I will, I wonder, can I put it in the chat? Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can get there. Can you still see me? Yes, you can. So I'll put the link to my store in there. Storefront. I have a towel coming pretty soon. I'm super excited. Okay. So what'd you say, Bee Lady? Tell them how the design. Oh yeah. Oh, this was a really cool process. So here's my Teespring store, guys. This is a really cool process. I have had a girl who was working on the shows with me up in Park Rapids, and she's a really good artist. So I said, would you please design my logo? And I want it to kind of look like this, right? And so she said, do that again. So I did it, and she took a picture of it. Then she blew up that picture and made a portrait of it. Then she took that portrait and her do the whole thing. And I was like, how much do you want? She said, oh, I was thinking 20. So I gave her 50, and I said, so I have the rights to this. This is mine. So that's what she came up with. So I think that's really cool. I put the YouTube thing in there and this part, but this is her work right here. So I was really, really pleased. At first, my husband and I were like, we need a face on there. But then I realized, no, that's kind of cool the way it is. After this amazing stream. What? Okay. Gill Skills, listen to this. I love towel. Yeah, Bee Lady, the towel is, I have it coming to me and I just can't wait. And then I think I also have a poster that I'm going to laminate because I have a laminator at school. And then I can post it wherever I am in my house. I can have it someplace. It'd be really nice if I had one big enough to cover this, but kind of out of creative money. I spent it all. Okay. Oh, the potatoes. They're fine. I think I've been talking for 3 minutes. Let's get those rinsed off. Move. What's in my way? Okay. So the ACV doesn't change the flavor, if you left it on there, it'd probably tenderize them or, start to cook them. But what it does for sure is make sure your conventional foods are a little more healthy. Yeah, right? I wonder if I can blow it up. If we have a color, I can probably blow it up for a lot less at one of the copy stores. Yeah, and then we can just have it right here. Someday I'll tell that story. All right, I should have gotten my pot out already. Okay, hold on. My steamer pot. I love this. It's not a name brand. It's Cook Home, and I had one like this for a long time, and then I think it was just coated with aluminum because it started to flake, and I just was not happy with that at all. So let's get some water in this and get some water steaming. Then we'll cut these in half and steam. What I like about steaming instead of boiling also is that you use a heck of a lot less water. There's only an inch of water in here. If I boiled it, I'd have to use like 4 inches. So it's conserving. Ooh, that's a good sound. My oven is ready. Time to put these bad boys in. So let's see if we can watch that. Ooh. Hello. Yes. Here they go. Mini meatloafs. I'm going to go for a half hour at first. Look at them. I think these are supposed to go for an hour. I forgot. I did the recipe. I wrote this recipe 3 years ago. Making noise. I wrote it 3 years ago. But it's nothing new. It's based on my mother's recipe, right? She used beef. I use ground turkey. Do the mirepoix or carrot, celery, and onion, and you're good. And then flavor it the way you want to. All right, so we're going to cut these in half. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. So I just cut the onion with this, so that's all right. So when they're done steaming, I'm going to have butter in there, and I'm going to put them down like this, and they will crisp up and get nice and brown. So that's going to be beautiful. I'll rinse out that cast iron pan so we can do it. So Sunday dinners in my family were huge events, mostly with the immediate family, but oftentimes when we came home from church, because my dad was a minister, all of my brother's friends from the neighborhood would join us around this very small table where we'd be sitting elbow to elbow. And my mother, God bless her, she did not believe in not having enough food. I've been to so many homes where they invite you to come eat and they only give you this much. Now, what my mom would make was economical, like shepherd's pie, or she would make, if on a good day, she'd make a big, huge beef roast. Now, the beef roast back then was not, it wasn't as expensive as a beef roast is now. Bee lady, my husband built, okay. Just checking, I saw the chat moving. The woman of YouTube, I will start it up again on my channel the month of November. Hey, that's a great idea. So we would sit around the table, elbow to elbow. There's 8 of us in our family, and at that table, there would be sometimes up to 16, literally elbow to elbow. And there was always enough food, always enough food. And I've always followed after my mother that way. Thank you, Angel. Love you too. But I've always followed after my mother that way, where if I'm inviting people over, they're going to have a full plate. I'm not going to be skimpy on anything. But if it's a day where I'm broke, I'm not going to make, a super expensive meal. I'm going to make a really good meal for cheap. And that might be beans. It might be a pasta dish, but a pasta I can eat. It might be something that has a lot of filler, but it's going to be good and you're going to have enough of it. And I wish more people had that philosophy. I understand people who are broke and can't do that. But for me, if you invite somebody over, make sure I want them to go home with a plate. That's what I want. And that may be a privileged thing to say, but I don't know, because when I lived in the South and I would go eat with folks and we were all broke. I always went home with a plate. It's just what happened. So what am I missing? Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. I can't do that 150 times or my live stream is going to freeze. Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Do you have a name? Because I went back to watch that and I laughed so hard. When I was laughing so hard that I hurt my voice, I started laughing again, and literally I think I got an esophageal cramp. Okay, I forgot to put some salt in here. Let's get some salt in here. Oh, my husband stole the salt. Let's go see if we can find the salt. Where's the salt? Oh, don't look. It's messy out here. Very messy. While we are talking, send me home with a plate, right? I do. I send everybody home with a plate. I think that's just something that I believe in, Stephanie 50 climbing. Hello, Shawana Creative. Yes. Okay, let's get some salt in here. And it's okay if you use a lot of salt, because that salt is not going to sit on the potatoes. It will steam up and flavor them a little bit, but it's not going to sit on them. Why do I have this down so far? And I can go ahead and put these guys in now. And what I'll do, probably because they'll get done before the meatloaf, I'll just let them sit there. I'll take them off the heat, and then they'll heat up again as we lose my train of thought, as we fry them. So, all right. Elite Fitness, Fit or Quit. Hello, everyone. I just want to show you. Now, don't you want one of those? Come on now. Let's see if I think you can get one. You can get that and a number of other things at my Teespring store. I love my logo. I have a bunch of stickers too that I'm giving away. They were expensive. Like I said, I'm out of my, you just advanced to level 2. Thank you, Bottissimo. I have another bot in here, you guys. I have both Nightbot and Bottissimo. and he does this thing where he's like, "Oh, you've just advanced to level 2." I think it's about trying to get people to participate in the chat more. I'm getting a yellow one. Oh, Bee Lady, I need to look. Did I make it possible to have a yellow one? Let's see. I can design one really quick. Let's see if I can do it in yellow. Add to cart? No, I don't want to do that. I think I can, okay. So, Bee Lady, I will design a yellow one. The only problem I find with that is that everything will be yellow except for this square will be white. For some reason, I can't get the white frame around it off. So that's why I like everything in white, because there's a big square white right here. And I don't know if it's that attractive. I'm back from eating my dinner. Angela, how was it? Was it good? Meatloaf is almost, not even almost. 22 minutes left on that. And 22 minutes left on that, probably 5 minutes on that. It's actually a space heater. Yes, it's getting cold now, so I will use it again. Oh, I see. Yes, the white looks better. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Bee Lady? So, but I love how this looks. All right, you guys. So, we're gonna have peas with this, and that doesn't take much time. But I just want to tell you what's going on with my channel. Besides the fact that I'm only 53 hours away. 53 hours away. I am going to focus more on the two things that are important to me, and that is fermentation and gluten-free. I will do new cook's recipe, but it won't be, I know I said this last week, but I'm saying it again for those of you who didn't hear this. I will be doing new cook's recipe, but it's going to be under the Beyond Sauerkraut brand, because for me to say kicking it in the kitchen with new cooks episode whatever, it sounds like another channel. It doesn't sound like the same channel. So it'll be whatever the recipe is, because I'm doing what Chef and More said. Make sure that you have the title of your video. Make sure that it is enticing and it isn't the same. Like, so I used to say Beyond Sauerkraut, episode 6, season 2, episode 6, and then the title of the food. So when you looked at my channel, all you saw was Beyond Sauerkraut, Beyond Sauerkraut, Beyond, and you didn't know what it was. Even the thumbnail, even if the thumbnail was enticing, the title of the video was not. So like Easy Juicy Cornish Game Hen, Beyond Sauerkraut episode, whatever it is, the title has to be first. And I'm going to hang on to Beyond Sauerkraut. So so I'm not going to let that go. That's always going to be in my title. So except for with my live streams, I think. So when I title my new cook's recipes, it'll be whatever it is, and that'll be Beyond Sauerkraut, a new cook's recipe. And then it'll just be in the series of season whatever, episode whatever. And I probably at some point will drop all the season and episode. But it's nice to know how many of something I've done. So it's more for me, but we all know Kicking It with Karen. Yes, Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut, right? So, but most of my videos have something to do with Beyond Sauerkraut. So let's see where we are. These are cooking pretty fast because they're little tenders. Now let's not pick up a hot lid. Oh, we got plenty of time. So that's what's happening there. I'm not going to do, I thought that I was going to do a water series, but that's a lot of, way far away from what sauerkraut is about and probiotics. I mean, it is It is healthy. It is healthy to get near water and to calm down and all that. But I don't think it's good branding for my channel. But Stella videos are still going to show up as special editions and other special editions. You know, like last year, my first special edition was how I clean my cast iron pan. That has something to do with what I do here in the kitchen. So try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Thank you. Right now I have a Buddy propane. Oh, there we go. Stella, right. So I'm not going to give up on those. Those are fun. I want to get her in a different setting though, because I've had her down at the lake twice now. We've had her at the dog park twice. We've had her in the backyard at 35 below, where she ran back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, it'd be nice to get her out. It'd be funny to watch Troy walk her around the neighborhood, to tell you the truth, because it looks like this. Because Stella just is so powerful, you know. She's just, oh. So she can't forget Stella. That's right. I like my applesauce with butter and heat it up. Oh, hey, Eric. That sounds great. I like apple butter, which I'm going to make some of soon. I went to the apple orchard last week, and that's why everything has apples in it, except for anything in tonight's dinner. But I went to the apple orchard last week and got a peck of apples. And so part of my video on Tuesday uses apples. Both my beet kvassas have apple in it. And I'm going to make some apple butter, and I'm going to, with that scraps from the apple butter, I'm going to make, with the skins and all that, I'm going to restart my apple cider vinegar, because sadly, I had a plantain. I know you've heard this. I had a plantain next to my apple cider vinegar as it was brewing, and the fruit flies that come out of there are like out of a plantain are like none other I've seen in my life. They're twice as big as a regular fruit fly, and they can chew through everything. And it chewed through my cloth. I know what it is, a peck, a bushel. No, it was a peck. Bushel and a peck. I love you. A bushel and a peck. A bushel and a peck. I can't sing anymore because I don't want to get copyrighted. Heather has to start somewhere. Good evening, Karen. So glad I caught you. Thank you for coming in. You guys, this is going to be, except for the week of the show. That's a whole nother story. Except for the week of the show, this is going to be my cooking live. So I'll always do a cooking live. My plan is to go live as always. And there is another change. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sick of changes. I'm sick of changes. There is another change. For 2 weeks leading up to the show, Into the Woods, I will be at rehearsal till 7 every night for 10 days. So what that means is I will do my at 7 o'clock at night, Central Standard Time, which is 8 o'clock at night, Eastern Time. And so that starts, we're on October. That starts what? Yes, the 11th. Starting on the 11th for 2 weeks, I will be live streaming at 7 p.m. after a 13-hour day. But I want to do it because it helps me. I mean, it really helps me work through and hear and understand what happened in my teaching day. And you guys, if you haven't seen my teacher vlogs, some of them are interesting. Some of them I'm crying. Others of them I'm angry. I mean, I let it all out. Sometimes I'm hysterical, and like I was on Friday. So let's check this. Can you see? busy like a farmer. Yikes. Yeah, yeah. Nope, these are nowhere near ready. Wow, these little guys are harder than I thought. Huh, who knew? Who knew? You are an amazing teacher. Bee Lady, I wouldn't be as good this year if it wasn't for you because I was struggling. I'm still struggling. But you guys, Bee Lady actually like has counseled me and she has e-mentored me this year because I have one particular class. It's a co-taught special ed class. And I was unprepared because I didn't know until the day before that I was going to be teaching a co-taught class that was special ed, and I'm not a special ed teacher. I have a special ed teacher in there, and I'm the regular ed teacher, but none other. I had not experienced a class like this, I don't think ever. No, because these are high schoolers. And when I was teaching in a really rough school over in Minneapolis. They were middle school. I mean, yeah, I got beat up 3 times. Yeah, I ended up in the hospital twice because teaching is so much fun. But I mean, 35 unruly 7th graders they're in 7th grade or 6th grade, and I can handle that. I can handle 9th graders being unruly too. I just wasn't quite prepared for this year. Cool, we can help the teacher. I'm into that best age for needing a good teacher. Yeah, that awesome love community that can be found in this world. Yeah, I know, right? So Bee Lady really was the answer, and she's right there, and I am not going. Sometimes, Bee Lady, it's true. She's a little pushy. But this year when I needed to be pushed, without me prompting her, nothing, she was there for me. That's what I love about this YouTube community. Oh my gosh, I've met the most giving, I've met some of the most rotten too, but I've met some of the most giving individuals ever. And the other thing, I live in Minnesota and there's not lots of people. I mean, there's tons of people of color, but not in my profession, not in my life. But so many holes in my life have been filled because of YouTube. I feel like I'm in a community. I feel like I have a community of color. I feel like I have an interracial community. I mean, all of these things come together in this one YouTube space, and it's just amazing to me. I mean, it's also, like I said, it can be rotten, it can be horrible, but I've learned how to stay away from rotten. And I've also learned to ignore or not be worked up about the craziness that happens. So this has been a year. Come on, potatoes. That's all I'm waiting for. Just waiting for the potatoes. Come on, tomatoes. Because the meatloaf is looking. Oh, you got to see this. I know I'm letting all the heat out and it's wasting. I wonder if you can. I don't want to get my computer too hot. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. Got to get my computer out of the oven. Yes, I put my computer in the oven because that's smart. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be good. This is going to be good. I should look up how long I'm supposed to cook this. Let me find my recipe. I think it's an hour. I think I do an hour. Let's see. Chef and More, are you on? I think Chef and More is on too. Let's see. Is that a replay or? You guys, you chose me, and Chef and More is here. She's live too. Anyway, I keep forgetting to say, if there's anybody in here that you don't know, please go visit their channel. All right, let's see. I just needed to look this up. Looking up my recipe, you guys, because You know what, Bee Lady? I think you had a good idea about doing an ebook. So would anybody buy it if it was cheap? Why am I in? Okay, there it is. Okay, so yeah, it's an hour. It's an hour. I can always put a thermometer in it. I would buy one. Yeah, I could really actually do that. I was doing a blog for a while. It's called BeyondSauerkraut.blog. So if you are interested, am I buffering? Am I frozen? Oh, it's the reception again, isn't it? Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. It's got to be good for me to buy it. Oh yeah, it'd be good. Yo Biggs! Yo Biggs! How are you? Good to see you. I'm waiting for the potatoes, and so I'm talking. And then, oh, Yo Biggs. And while you're at it, you can pair it with this. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! She's got the merch! Yeah, Teespring. Thank you, Yo Biggs. Teespring store, go ahead. You guys, I have most everything in white for a reason, because my logo was designed with a big white square around it, and that doesn't look so good against the other colors. You can get it that way, but you'll have a big square around the logo. So that's why, but I like the white. I like everything in white. It's kind of stupid to have a white apron, but that's all right. Okay, let's check this one more time. Where's my fork? There's my fork. Suppose you want to see that. Ah, I think we're there. Thank you. Perfect. Good. I haven't grown up. I've been doing that since I was 3 years old and old enough to open the oven. I take hot stuff out. I like how hot heat feels on my teeth, just not the rest of my mouth. I know you think I'm crazy. Okay. I want to bring this over here because I want to take the, I don't want the water to continue steaming, so I'm going to take this out. And just let that sit there for a while and chill. All right, so we could actually get the potatoes going. What? Your kid was vaping in the bathroom? Vaping what? I burned the back of my throat. Don't do that at home. My kid was vaping in the bathroom. It was very popular. I know. Wild edibles. I am so concerned about vaping. In Minnesota, we have had 4 deaths, I think, and all of them young people, and a lot of it, and it's illicit. So it's used cartridge. What's happening is the dealers are taking cartridges that have been used, and usually they are, I don't know, somehow they're laced with marijuana, which I'm a proponent of marijuana use, but I don't like the dangers associated with oil vaping. But I don't like what's happening to our children. Oh my God, the drugs. I had a kid in school the other day, Friday. I came back from my workshop, and on the corner, this kid in the school the corner where I turn to go to my dance studio, he's yelling out, I got perks, $10, $10, come get your perks. And so I took a visual snapshot of him because I didn't want to draw attention to myself. I told the office what he looked like. He had Percocet and he was selling it. I'm like, oh my God, where do they get these drugs? Where do they get them? Anyway, he was dumb enough to be, I got perks, $10, $10. Really? Dan Organic, hi, good evening, glad you're here. I'm just about to fry the potatoes. I just got them done. The mini meatloafs are in the oven. They've been cooking for 30 minutes and they need to go for a little bit longer. I'll put a thermometer in there. And then we're having peas with that. And that's our Sunday dinner. We have 6 pretty big mini meatloafs. So I'll probably have 1. Troy may have 1.5. And then the rest we can have for leftovers, or I can bring it for lunch. So I try to do a bigger meal on Sunday for several reasons. 1, because I believe in Sunday dinner. Everybody should do Sunday dinner. Bathroom mirrors, medicine cabinet. Yes, right. Oh, if any kid went, I had from when I just noticed that I really need to empty out my my medicine cabinet because I had surgery back in 2010, just a little one, and a big one back in 2004, and I still have the whatever it is they gave me. I still have that in the cupboard. It's over 10 years old. What am I doing? And how do I get rid of it? That's another thing. There is a way to dispose of these drugs where it doesn't go into the rivers and oceans and things. Okay. All right. I want to see how it looks, so I'm going to pull it out and let you see too. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. So I'm going to go for another half hour. That'll get some color. That'll get some color on the top too. Okay, I need to wash this out, or at least rinse it out, so I can use this with some butter. Put this back over here. So you know how to wash cast iron pans, right? If you don't, never use soap and water. Never use soap and water. Some people use soap and then re-season, but when you have a good seasoning on there, it's really non-stick, and all you have to do is wipe it out. See that? This is a Griswold that was made back in 1943, I think. Or no, that's when this one's over 100 years old. Is it 100? Yes, this one's over 100 years old. It was handed down to my brother, who collected, the one who passed away, who collected cast iron pans, and I think this is in 1902. I don't know. Anyway, I keep it in pretty good shape. You can see that it says Griswold there. I season it every single time I use it. Fortunate Adventures, you were deleted. What did you do? You probably just left some really nice. Oh, yeah, I hate Nightbot. Mama Goonie. I don't know if y'all know who Mama Goonie is. Mama Goonie said she had to fire Nightbot, and I'm getting ready to do that too. I like Bottissimo, but he just compliments people and gives people things. I don't know. Anyway, let's season this pan. Use a little bit of pork fat. Seems silly to season and then use butter to cook the potatoes, but I'm going to let this heat for a while and wipe out the excess fat. Oh, I have something to talk to you about. The movie Harriet. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna let that heat. Hold on one sec. So I'm gonna let that heat on low for a little bit. Troy and I went to the movie Harriet yesterday. Has anybody seen the new movie Harriet about Harriet Tubman? Oh, darn it. Okay, there you are. Anybody? Oh my God, lady. It was not as intense, and it really celebrated Harriet Tubman's bravery, spoke to the circumstances of the slave, really brought out not just the physical brutality, but the emotional and mental abuse. That's what you got. You understood. You understood the impetus to run away was life or death. And the need to, I really want to put it into, I want to say it succinctly, but I think that the people that ran away, well, there's so many reasons. I mean, slavery, first of all. But if you ever get, oh, thank you, Wildcat 72. That's wonderful. If you ever get an opportunity to see this movie, first thing you need to know, bring your tissue or your toilet paper. Understand that you will get angry. Oh, shoot, there goes my connection again. Am I back? I hate when this, oh, I got it. We got to get that booster. We got to get that booster. I can't stand it. But understand that you will be angry. Understand that you will cry. Understand that you will walk away with a deeper understanding of the reality that America was built on the backs of slaves, and that's how we became a powerful country. That's how we did it so quickly. So if you have an opportunity to see it, go see it. Okay, pan's good enough. I've done my plug for Harriet. I'm gonna try and make sure we don't buffer, so I'm gonna move slowly, 53 hours. Okay, there's my pan. Do I have butter? Oh, am I ready for butter? That doesn't mean I don't have butter. It means I haven't cut the butter. So I buy Kerrygold, and I have to cut it in half. So hopefully you can see all the way, and see that my kitchen is now terribly messy. I'll open this up and cut it. And I'll use half a stick once I cut it. No, I won't use half a stick. That'll be too much. First of all, let's get this on here. Use a third of a stick. Okay, there we go. Maybe get this a little brown. So I use Kerrygold because it's 100% grass-fed cow's milk. And it is delicious. I will never go back. If I can avoid it, I will never go back to non-grass-fed beef. Well, beef too, but I'm not eating beef that much anymore. Beef makes me uncomfortable. Doesn't matter if it's grass-fed or not. Look at that butter. Isn't that beautiful? It's getting a light brown color to it, which will be good for my potatoes. It's a lot of butter, but it's a lot of flavor. Okay, I can't see the chat right now, so go ahead and speak among yourselves, but I'm going to get started on this. Please try not to stick your thumb into the butter. It will hurt. It's hot oil. Butter is hot oil. Yes, I just did that. That's why I'm saying it. Ooh, they're floating in butter. Oh, deliciousness. It's going to be so good. Oh, so hot. Yes, they're floating in butter, you guys. Literally floating. I think there's one more. Ah, there we go. We're going to let those sizzle for a minute. Hey, she reviews everything. How are you? We're just finishing the potatoes. We've had a pretty good live stream. I had up to 25 people in here, which is really exciting, and things have been going well. I wanted to let you know, I think I know you want Instagram, but I did go ahead and I can only get Instagram on my phone right now. So, and my phone is dead. So I did finish your 20-hour. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired now. We've been at this since 4 o'clock. I had technical difficulties. Right away, of course, I didn't have sound. Something with this computer, it stops having sound sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, Karen, can you check your hours now? Let us know how many you will need now. You know what? It won't change until 6:30 a.m. I've noticed that I can check it 2, I can check it 4, but 6:30 a.m. is when it changes, and then it is not changed. I won't see a difference until tomorrow morning. Welcome to the stream, living your best life. You're here too. Yay. I thought I saw both of you. I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. So you're both here. Both one person are here. Yay. Oh. Okay, you guys. So the meatloaf should be done in 18 minutes. Where are we in? How many hours have we been here? We're at 105 minutes, so we're good. We're good. I'm trying to stay for 2 hours, but if things get done, these are going to be really good pretty soon. Thank you, everyone. New friends. Hardneck Farms, you guys. If you don't have Hardneck Farms, please go check him out. He's a new channel. He or she, I think it's a he. Hardneck Farms, you're a he, right? New channel, really interesting videos so far. Please like the stream. Yes, thank you. This is nice though. 32 thumbs up and 14 people in the house. I was up to 25. That was amazing. I haven't had that since last May. I think that it's becoming usual for folks to understand that I'm here at 4 o'clock on Sundays. So yeah, let's look. I'll show you this. I'm gonna take my fork. I'm going to do this. So I need it a little bit browner than that, but it's going to be really good. Hey, Marlene, do you like it? What do you think? 53 hours. Don't you want one? I know you do. I know you do. That's why I'm going to give you the link to my Teespring store. Now, you guys, I will tell you, I was telling B Lady, everything looks better in white because the logo has a white box around it that I can't seem to get rid of. She's frying and baking and dicing and slicing, does it all. Yes. Thank you, Marlene. Me too. The way to get this, you can't get this through Teespring. I have to figure it out. I went through a different store to buy myself one, and it's much less expensive in bulk, but I don't have enough money to buy like 10 of them right now. But so I would have to take orders and then ask for money, and I feel kind of awkward doing that. But I'll figure it out. I forgot what this. I better figure out where I got it because I've got an account there. Shirt something. And then I got to put. Anybody know where to get cheap stickers? Stickers cheap. Chickers steep. Stickers cheap. Thank you. Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. And what is your name? Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Oh man, I'm done. I'm starting to think about tomorrow and how I haven't lesson planned yet. Like really choreograph a piece of choreography that I haven't choreographed yet, but that might be my live stream tomorrow morning. I might be plugged in, listening, and doing some movement. So if you want to check me out, that'll be between 6:30 and 7:30 for sure. Thumbs up, stickers cheap. Yeah. What? Wow, I'm really spacing because I thought, okay, what did I decide I was going to do today for my, I have to get this copied. Oh, I have to do that. I have to do this. And here I am in the kitchen. Let's make sure. Oh, I think they're getting there faster than I hoped. Oh, they're perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay. I'm going to turn those off. They'll continue to cook a little bit while they're off. I'm going to blow this off before I taste it. I can salt it or I can everything season it for sure because it doesn't have any salt or anything on it. I'll have to wait. But it's perfectly crispy and it popped. I'm having a spiritual moment with my potato. Okay, let's, one moment. So I'm just gonna sprinkle. There we go. So the salt and seasoning will be on the back side where the caramelization will be on the front side. And I'm going to get a thermometer for the meatloaf, see where we are. Where is my kitchen thermometer? Maybe if I organized my drawer. Okay, let's see. Stella, do you want a biscuit? Hold on 1 second. Have a seat. Sit, sit, sit. Okay, that should be good. Oh, we're fine. It says, well, it said 175. So I'm going to turn this down to warm, and we'll wait for Troy, and I'll make some peas. So we're going to go down to 200, I think. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. Kicking it with Karen. Okay, 200. We got to give Stella a biscuit. Stella, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Say hello. Come on over here. Yeah. Okay, can you sit? Sit. Good dog. Can you up? Can you up? Yay! Oh, again, up. You got it. Good dog. Okay, you want to go outside? You want to go outside? Oh, I can't stand that it's dark. It's already dark. Stella, bee lady, you might. Oh, you won't get timed out because you're a moderator. Okay, see how pretty that is? It's dark. Look at this. It's 6 o'clock, you guys. This is what I hate about daylight savings. I do not see it. It's 6 o'clock. So, you coming in? Okay. Good dog. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. So, and that's just, I mean, I know that this is standard time. This is actually standard time. Daylight savings is actually happens during the summer, and you get, it's so that people will go to shops and to restaurants and stay out later. It is purely for commerce. It's not good. It's not about our mental health. This our dream. Hello and thank you, the bee lady. Hello. This our dream. I do not like getting dark early. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. All right, time for some peas. And we don't do organic peas either. Everybody thinks I'm so organic, and I am, but I try to, but really I have student loans that are altogether come to $1,100 a month. So sometimes I do conventional foods because I can afford it. I can't afford to buy all organics. You know, that's what makes me kind of angry about our economy. It costs money to eat well. It costs money to eat well. So I do the best I can. I buy the things I can buy, but peas are not really my biggest concern. So I buy conventional peas. And Troy and I love peas, so we'll get this going. And I'm just gonna heat the peas to just done, because we're not gonna eat for a little bit. So I just want all the flavors, like I'll do everything seasoning in there and butter. I want all the seasonings to sit and flavor the peas without them going mushy, so that when Troy is ready to eat, we'll just warm it up gently and it'll be wonderful. So, I am a frito bandido. We like a lot of peas. Usually with our dinners, we have a salad, but it's been very cold. Not cold as far as Minnesota is concerned per se, but cold in terms of it's no longer getting up above 35. So, you know, you go through a shift. And so Troy and I like to make sure during that shift from fall to winter that we eat mostly hot foods so that our bodies, I don't know, it just feels better. Eating lots of greens, lots of, you know, not so much. I mean, we will go back to having salads. I just dump them all over the floor. Not all of them, but enough of them. Hold on. I gotta do this differently. Student loans, they give me nightmares. Oh my God, yes. You know, having that doctorate gives you lots of responsibilities at work and in your paycheck. I mean, your pocketbook, because the paycheck doesn't. Anyway, so a little bit of water, just a little bit. And then after a while, well, I can put, once they are thawed, once they're thawed, I'll put in, no, I'm putting some seasoning now. And then once they're thawed, I'll put in the butter and I'll turn it off. So seasoning, this is everything seasoning again. Just let that go. Yep, there we go. Let's help her get monetized so she can pay them off. Oh my God. Do you know, there's this person on who is a subscriber of mine. I'm one of his name is Leonard Shea. He did the funniest video about monetization, about how he's doing everything he's supposed to do. And still his paycheck from YouTube this month was $5. And then he was doing even more. And it went down to $4. And then he got $6. Just so you know, unless you're a channel that has over 130, like over 100,000 subscribers, or people, you have a video that blows up, there ain't no money in YouTube. It's just a token to say, thank you, here's your $5. I never thought I was doing this for a lot of money. I did think that I would be able to make $100 a month, but I doubt that's true considering my content, which is, you know, everybody does a cooking channel, first of all. So it's cooking. My niche is fermentation. You know, I'm a little goofy. I'm also a teacher. So I don't know if I'll ever have that. I mean, you guys are here. I really appreciate it, but I think that I'm going to have to cobble together a whole bunch of little things when I leave teaching in 6 years. And YouTube will be probably the funnest part, but the smallest part. And I don't know if YouTube's going to be around for very long. I mean, forever, you know? So, I mean, YouTube's doing a lot of changes. I don't know what those changes are, but, you know, I may be one of those ones that get monetized and then I don't get to be monetized anymore because I have to have 10,000 hours in a year. Now, that's all rumor. I have no idea if that's at all true. Because if it is, then I'm going to have to sell a whole lot more of this. And I'll use my YouTube channel to do it. But, yeah, I don't know. I heard, like I said, I heard the 10,000 hour rumor, but I don't know if that's true. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. How is that even possible that they would expect anyone to do that? Have fun with the process. Yeah. What? I can what? fermenting and teaching is cool. You can teach on YouTube. Yeah, that's, you know, there's all sorts of things I can do on YouTube. And there's also things I can do. I really, though, you guys, in 6 years when I'm done, and I'm retiring way early, by the way, I know that I don't want to be the teacher in the classroom who everybody hates, colleagues and students alike. And I've had too many of my colleagues who finally left the profession who should have left 10 years ago. And also, I don't want to give my entire life to somebody else's children, other people's children. I don't want to give my entire life to other people's children. I want to be able to live my life. And right now it feels like I'm giving everything to, you know, someone else's child. Or and you know, it's good that I feel that way. I mean, that I feel that responsible. I do feel that responsible, but it's also it's a high burnout place to be. So I have to be very careful about how I approach my job, because when you have a breakdown, not a breakdown, but you get worn out and it's just mid-October, you're doing something wrong. The kids are doing kids. They're being kids. But you're doing something wrong if you are getting worn out by October. Or I'm doing something wrong if I'm getting worn out by October. And I think it's because I'm putting too much of myself into it. Plus, I'm doing a musical. Plus, I'm like serious about YouTube. Plus, I have a husband. Plus, I love cooking, and I have to cook for myself because I need to be gluten free and I need to be egg free, wheat free. I can have some gluten. I just can't have wheat. I don't trust anything about YouTube. I have seen too many changes over the 6 years. Yeah. I'm flirting with teaching part-time online, but I love my freedom so much. That's exactly, B lady, that's kind of why I'm not, I want to work with, I want to teach online, but I don't want to work with a company. Okay. Right. If you never make changes, nothing changes. I agree. I totally agree. That's, you know, that's why I played around with YouTube, and there's other things I can do. So you can't see how beautiful those peas are because I don't have enough light. But there you go. And so I'm going to put a pat of butter in there and turn this off. A pat meaning 2 tablespoons. All right. You guys, we have a good thing going. We got the dinner done. Thank you very much. It's just waiting for Troy to finish finish practicing and we can eat. So everything is off. Oh, I better put the lid on. The butter's melting. The turkey is done. I'll let you see that one more time before we go so that you can see what you were a part of. Oh, yeah. Okay. Can you see that? Doesn't that look awesome? Full of vegetables, turkey, oatmeal. It's swelled up nicely, browned up nicely. That's going to be delicious. I'm going to put this back in the oven, and then we're going to do our rituals, whatever that may be, and say goodbye. So you guys, let me say, first of all, thank you so much. So many people came in tonight, and it was a real pleasant live stream. There is no mischief. As far as I know, it's going to be so good. There was no mischief. Nobody tried to, everybody was kind. People met each other. I really hope that my cooking lives become a community of learners and a community of people who support one another, because that's really, really what I'm about. It's about learning, supporting, loving, all of that. So let's go ahead and sign off with the 16 of us in here and say thank you. I want you to remember to live, love, and learn. Just to let you know, I will be live streaming at 5:30, between 5:30 and 5:40 every day this week, teacher vlogs. I have a video coming out on Tuesday. It's a fermentation video at 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It will be a premiere. I will make sure that it's up by tomorrow night. And then if you're going to go to Team Build with Geo tomorrow Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure you have your 20-hour playlist ready. And Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure you have your 20-hour playlist ready. If you need to know anything about that, just type into search Team Build with Geo. She has a number of videos to show how you can participate and get playlist buddies and have up to 100 hours of your video or of your channel watched each time you participate. So with that said, thank you very much. I will see you all later. Make sure you check out my store at Teespring. All right, you can get a cool mug like this. You can't get this, that comes from another thing, but there are a number of t-shirt options. I would suggest you do white, just because because this is white around here, and if you have a black t-shirt, you get this big white square around this. So, but I like white. I like white on me. The sweatshirt is really cool. It's just a little bit expensive. I priced everything so I would only get $2 profit. So nothing is overpriced as far as I can tell. I mean, I'm just one store. So thank you. Live, love, and learn. Bye-bye.